Vinansa.
Do we need to turn on the camera? No. We will ask when we take the queries, then you can turn on the camera. And till then, there's not really any need to turn on the camera.
Vinansa.
All right, it's 7. I'll start with the introductions of me, myself, propagation team, and then source. And then we'll start with the session. Hello,
Do we need
everybody.
to turn on the camera?
I hope
No.
you're doing good. We will ask when we take the queries, then you can turn on the camera. I will take you at the end. All right. Till then, there's not really any need to turn on the camera. Okay. People, I hope
Vinansa.
you're familiar with Google Meet. If not, I'll start with the introductions of me, myself, out propagation team, and then source. Okay. And then we'll start with the session. Let's start with today's everybody. I am Yashraj Singh. I hope you're doing good. I am one of the founding members of the queries. Then you can turn on the camera. We are here to deliver you some quality content related to education and a bunch of more things. Okay. Let's start today's session. I hope you're familiar with this is a series called Not Curious Minds, where we provide some propagation. In your queries in your chat, we will take your questions. And for people who want the certificate, you will have to fill the feedback form. That's essential. If you don't, you will not get the certificate. The feedback form will be available to you at the end of the session in the propagation site itself. So now let's start with Sir's introduction. This is Dr. Anirudh Gupta. He is one of the great fellow doctors and in your the research fellow who has done a lot of work in this field. And for people who want the certificate, you will have to fill the feedback form. That's essential. If you don't, scientist will not get the Delhi. Currently, the feedback form will be available to you at the end of the session. Published 23 papers. That's so now let's start with Sir's taught a lot of students. He's done a lot of Gupta. He is one of the great fellow. He is an absolute gem in your queries in your chat. Fellow who has done a lot of work in this field. All right, he has now the certificate. You will have to fill the feedback form. That's essential. If you don't, scientists will not get the Delhi. As the feedback form will be available to you at the end of the session. Published 20 propagation papers. That's so now let's start with
so
taught a lot of
thank you for
students.
the good introduction.
He is one of the great
The propagation, I have to give a lot of thanks to the Biotechnology team for organizing this event. And I believe now the significance of this session, we will be able to learn it together. What I believe is that always there are a lot of universities, like whenever we are talking to each other, we learn from each other. Thank you for the good introduction. So hopefully, once I will complete my lecture, I have to give a lot of questions from your side, and I'm happy to address them as well. And I believe now the significance of this session, I guess let's start to learn it together. What I believe is that always, and then we'll have an interactive session. Whenever we are talking to each other, we learn from each other. So thank you for the good introduction. So hopefully, once I will complete my lecture, I have to give a lot of questions from your side, and I'm happy to address them. So hopefully my screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Okay. So, good evening to one and all present. Introducing myself as Dr. Anirudh Gupta. I am presently working as assistant professor at NIMS University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. I have completed my Ph.D. from IIT Bombay. I also worked as
so hopefully my screen is visible to all.
This is my
Yes, sir.
email ID
This is
for any queries.
Okay.
You can
So,
make a note of this email ID. Anirudh. Good evening to one and all present. Introducing myself. So the topic
as
for
Dr.
my
Anirudh
for
Gupta.
discussion is
I am
applications
presently
of AI
working
as
as
artificial
assistant
professor at
intelligence
NIMS
in
University,
biotechnology,
Jaipur, Rajasthan. So I have completed my
first of all,
PhD from IIT Bombay.
let us
I
actually
also
discuss
work
that what is
as
AI,
so my
ML,
screen
and
is visible to all, right? All of you might be hearing these words, AI, ML, all these words very commonly. Okay, so first of all, what is artificial intelligence? It actually is, you can say, rhyming with normal intelligence, right? Normal human intelligence. So that is why, if you want to define artificial intelligence, it can be called as creation of intelligent systems that can perform tasks which normally require human intelligence, right? So you are trying to actually simulate something of human intelligence, right? Then moving on to second one, that is ML, machine learning, right? In which we are trying to train the machines, right? So that's why you can say machine learning means something we are trying to train the computers. So it involves training the digital computers to perform the task without giving explicit instructions, right? And this ML is a subset of artificial intelligence. AI is a broad set, so of which the subset is ML. Then moving on to DL, which is also called as deep learning. So deep learning, it actually uses artificial neural networks with many layers to learn and make decisions. This deep learning is again a subset of machine learning. Okay, so you can say the AI is a complete set, and ML is a subset of AI, and then DL is again a subset of ML. This is very, very important to understand, that how you can differentiate between AI, ML, and DL. Okay, then moving on. Now let us actually talk about AI and biotechnology together. Okay, as we have already discussed previously, that artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, whereas biotechnology is the use of living systems and organisms to develop or make products. If we integrate both of them, that is AI along with biotechnology, and it results in accelerated research, improved diagnostics, and smart therapeutics. Basically, we are trying to make bioproducts through the use of living organisms, and we are trying to simulate it because of the huge amount of data which is available to us. So that is why, if we combine this AI and biotechnology, it will result in accelerated research work. Okay, and biotechnology is also a research topic in which we are trying to find out we are trying to have new findings about living organisms and all. So AI will be very helpful in biotechnology. Okay. Then next, why AI in biotechnology, right? All of you might be thinking that why should we actually use this AI in biotechnology? It is because whenever we are trying to actually deal with the different branches of biotechnology, whether it is proteomics, which deals with protein analysis, or it is genomics, which deals with genome analysis, metabolomics, I think you might have all heard about the metabolic products. Then the imaging, you can say the imaging of the different body parts like brain or anything. You might have heard about the different types of scans like MRI scans. So all these actually, they generate a huge amount of data. So biotechnology generates the massive data. If we go for human analysis, it becomes very time consuming and error prone. Nowadays, you might have heard about this common thing that time is money. Many of people, they say, if you can save time, then what not, right? So here the AI comes into the picture, and AI, what it can do is actually it can detect the patterns in the complex biological data. It can optimize the various processes and predict the outcomes, as well as it can accelerate the discovery and innovation processes. So just borderline, if you want to just actually know about it, it is very, very simple, that suppose in biotechnology you are taking somewhat 5 to 6 years to generate a bioproduct, then what happens is that if you use AI in biotechnology, then it takes roughly 2 to 3 years. So you can say, if you can save so much of time, then it definitely is something which you must try to explore. And that is why the AI in biotechnology becomes important. Okay, moving on. Then let us talk about the various applications of AI in biotechnology. Okay, so if you talk about applications in biotechnology and also related fields, related fields which I want to actually say is environmental biotechnology. Since I am from environmental biotechnology background, so I'll be discussing about some environmental applications as well. Okay, so first of all, very importantly, we should definitely talk about sustainability. Just like AI, this word sustainability is also very important. You might have actually heard this term many times. So what is sustainability? Sustainability actually means that you are not only thinking about the present generations, but also about the future generations, right? And then SDGs, it stands for Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals. So the UN has actually uh, laid down some 17 sustainable development goals which have to be achieved by the year 2030. So these sustainable development goals are very important when we are thinking about the future generations. Then we move over to the environmental monitoring. Environmental monitoring includes, like, if we can predict the natural disasters, then we can go for air quality monitoring, then we can go for water quality monitoring, soil monitoring, and different types of monitoring in which the AI plays an important role. Then a very important one, that is drug discovery. We are all having the life expectancy of almost every one of us has increased because we are developing newer drugs every day. You can understand the life expectancy. If previously some 10 to 20 years back it was around 70 years, so now it has increased tremendously around to 80 or 80 or 90, 80 to 90 years. So that is because the new drugs have been discovered. So for the discovery of new drugs, AI along with biotechnology plays an important part. Moving on to next one, that is genomics and precision medicine. Basically, whenever we are trying to give medicine to a person, we normally we do not take into account the genes of that particular individual. But due to the you can say the advent of AI in biotechnology, we can actually make use of the genomic data and give specialized medicine to the particular individual. Then next one, medical imaging and diagnostics. As I was just talking, that nowadays a lot of, you can say, the lot of scanning of the different body parts is going on because we want to know about our body so that we can actually know about the various diseases or disorders. So AI with along with biotechnology has helped us to analyze the images which are available to us in a better way. Then next one is related with synthetic biology. Synthetic biology. The term, it actually says that we are synthesizing new biomolecules. Synthetic means you are synthesizing new biomolecules. So for synthesizing new biomolecules, again, you need to know about the biological reactions, right? About the biological reactions. So AI has helped us to, you can say, find out new biomolecules, and they can react with each other to give us the new types of biomolecules. So AI along with biotechnology has helped us in synthetic biology as well. Moving on to agricultural biotechnology, in a developing country like India, we are dependent upon farming and crops a lot. Okay, so by the use of AI, by the combination of AI with biotechnology, we are trying to develop new varieties of crops, and also but also by using the sensors, we are trying to see that the crops which are available to us, they do not get destroyed by some insect pests or other things. Right? Then last one, but not the least, that is the optimization of bioprocess. Okay, Bioprocess is very similar to a chemical process in which two reactants, they generate a product. So in this case, we are using two reactants and using some enzymes or something to generate a bioproduct. So optimization of bioprocess is very important. We normally use a bioreactor for this bioprocess optimization. So AI along with biotechnology is playing a major role in optimization of the bioprocess. So we'll be discussing about all of them in detail in the coming slides. Okay. Then moving on, this picture actually depicts the applications which I was just talking to you in the previous slide. As you can see, related to drug discovery, then genomics and precision medicine, in which we are using the genome content related to DNA, then medical imaging and diagnostics, in which you can see we have taken the image of the brain and we are trying to identify what is the issues and all. Then synthetic biology, in which we are trying to synthesize new types of molecules. And agricultural biotechnology, through the use of drones, we are trying to see whether the particular crop plants is growing or not. And finally, the bioprocess optimization, in which we are using the microbes in order to develop the new bioproducts. You can see the graph besides how we are trying to monitor the product formation, right? Okay. Then let us move to each one of them separately. So first of all, let us talk about sustainable development goals, right? Moving to sustainable development goals, there are, as I told you, we have 17 sustainable development goals. I have listed some, you can say 5 to 6 of them, in which AI along with biotechnology is playing an important role. So food security, as I previously told, that since we are able to develop new varieties of crops through the combination of AI with biotechnology, so it is helping us in developing the food security. Then second one, that is health and well-being. Okay, whenever we talk about health, okay, as we always say, health is a priority. But whenever we talk about health, we only talk about physical health. But according to me, not only physical health, but mental health is also important, right? Nowadays, a lot of people are suffering from a disorder which is called as depression, right? Depression is actually very real. Depression is actually very real. So many a times you can say, if somebody suffers from depression, it goes on in the family that he is just acting, or he is just trying to act that he's in depressed or something. He doesn't have anything very serious. On the contrary, it is not like that. Sometimes if you see the direct effect of depression, the energy levels of that person goes completely down. He remains sad and does not feel energetic at any time. In this aspect, AI along with biotechnology, so it is suggested that you should meet a psychiatrist to come out of this depression. But what happens is that people are reluctant to go to psychiatrists. Even now, after you can say, even now the people, even if they go to psychiatrists, now the number of people who are going to psychiatrists have increased. What happens is that whenever a person goes to the psychiatrist, he has to listen to the whole story about what is the mental problem that has actually resulted in him getting that mental situation. So how this AI and biotechnology can help? We can have some robots who can actually have some questions which will be given to the particular individual, and then they can write the answers of the patients can write the answers of these questions, and then it can be given to the doctor. So it will save the time of the patient as well as save the time of the doctor, right? Okay. Am I audible? Any issues?
You're audible, sir. I think
Yeah,
somebody.
okay. So let me go ahead. Okay, so that's why you can say ki bhai, even you can say, while we are trying to treat a depression, a big problem like depression, AI will play an important role through the use of robots who can actually take up the questions and then tell it to the doctor, so that the time of the patient is also saved, and also the doctor needs to give a lot of time to each patient. That will be reduced. So effectively, more patients will be dealt by the doctor, right? Moving on to next one, that is clean water. Again, that is my area of research. So we can say is that AI is helpful in wastewater treatment through because it helps to optimize the biological treatment processes. The importance of biological treatment processes is that they are very cheap. So if we are able to use the cheaper wastewater treatment processes, we will be able to develop cleaner water supplies, and that will be helpful for the sustainable development goal of clean water. Then next, we'll move towards clean energy, right? Okay, all of us know that fossil fuels reserves are limited. So that's why we are moving towards, you can say the cleaner energy sources such as solar energy, biomass energy, and all. Whenever we are trying to utilize some cleaner energy sources like biomass energy, then this AI will again play a major role in data analysis and help us to optimize the utilization of, you can say, if we are trying to convert this waste biomass into energy, then it will help in that optimization. Then moving on to next sustainable development goal of climate action. As we all know that the global warming has become a very important an important issue, right? And also you can see that the rains have become very unpredictable in different parts of the country. The rains actually rains actually come at any time of the year. So what happens is that we are trying to analyze this data. We are trying to analyze the data and trying to predict some type of how we can do something, to monitor this climate change. Okay, so this AI along with biotechnology will help in analyzing this data. Finally, another one, that is responsible production and consumption. You can say ki, the always the you can say due to the ever increasing population, the consumption has always put a lot of pressure on the production. Therefore, there is a need for responsible production and consumption. So we need to analyze the data. So we can go for responsible production and consumption through the combined use of AI and biotechnology. So all in all, you can see how the advancement of sustainable development goals depends on the integration of AI along with biotechnology. Moving on, let us now talk about some environmental monitoring. Okay, so first, as I told you, it helps us to predict the natural disasters. So we'll be discussing some examples for every case study. Okay, so first one is prediction of natural disasters. As I already told you, the AI models have been used to predict the natural disasters, which include earthquakes, tsunamis, forest fires, and storms. You can see that forest fires have become very hazardous. In several places, the forest fires have resulted in lots of damage to the various animals. So we need to predict the happening of different natural disasters, in which the forest fires are also important. So AI can be used to anticipate the natural disasters by evacuating the data from several sources such as satellite images, drones. Then we can try to find out the patterns and finally estimate the risk that a particular disaster will occur. I'll give you a particular example that of a model. We cannot discuss all the models here due to the limited availability of time, but I am giving you an example of which model you can use. So you can see that functional link artificial neural network, which is called as the FLAN model, is used to predict the earthquakes in USA. Moving on to the next environmental monitoring, moving on to air quality monitoring. Okay, so AI algorithms which are actually used for air quality analysis and prediction include ANN, which stands for artificial neural networks, then DNN, which stands for deep neural networks, SVM, which stands for support vector machines, and fuzzy logic. These are the different models which we can use for air quality analysis and prediction. So these machine learning algorithms, they analyze the data again from the various sources, such as the uh, satellite images, the different types of sensors which are put in different regions to provide the real-time information on air quality. Okay? If you might have seen that even in Jaipur and in different cities, this air quality is actually shown on the notice board, in which it tells us that what is the air quality index and what are the concentration of the various pollutants, which is actually shown on the notice board, so that everybody is aware about what type of air quality is present in India. As you can all can understand, as of all of you know, that air quality is very poor in Delhi. So a lot of concerns are actually, you can say, have developed in Delhi. Okay, so let me tell you a simple example how air quality monitoring why air quality monitoring is important and how it can be actually related with health. So there is this lady who goes to the doctor along with her baby, right? And the doctor asks this lady to go for different types of tests and find out why this baby is behaving very abnormal. He's not having any particular type of disease, but he is behaving very abnormal. So after all the tests come in, this lady again goes to the doctor and uh, and shows that report to the doctor. So the doctor says that there is no issue. However, uh, you can try one thing, that you can change your location. So you can go from Delhi to another location, maybe to a particular village or to a particular place where where the natural surroundings are much better. So what happens is that this lady actually goes along with her child to some village nearby place to, you can say, Delhi, and stays there for, say, roughly 6 months or so. And suddenly she sees that child starts to behave very normally. So what can be the particular reason? So as you can all can understand, in Delhi there is a lot of problem of air quality. So because the air quality tries to affect the young kids as well. So that's why as soon as this air quality is very important, and we need to monitor the air quality. Okay, so here again we can use different types of models to predict the concentrations of various air pollutants. So this long short term memory LSTM model, it has been used to predict the concentrations of various pollutants, which such as ozone, then PM 2.5. So I hope all of you know that PM stands for particulate matter. Particulate matter, you can say, is, you can say, type of dust particles which are available, and their size is roughly around is less than or equal to 2.5 micrometer. Then nitrogen oxides, NOx, and carbon monoxide concentrations at National Capital Territory of Delhi, right? So it is very helpful in air quality monitoring. Moving on to next one, that is water quality monitoring. Okay, so water quality monitoring, again, you can see we have a number of water quality variables, right? If we want to classify the different types of water quality variables, they can be classified into physical parameters, chemical parameters, and biological parameters. Physical parameters, you can say, are something which are easily visible, like taste, odor, all these. Chemical parameters like pH. All of you might have heard about TDS, right? The total dissolved solids, total suspended solids. Then oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, biochemical oxygen demand. So these are all the chemical variables. And then the biological parameters like, you can say, E. coli or the different types of viruses. They are all the biological parameters. So all these parameters, the calculation of all of them is very important in order to find the water quality index. Okay, so that's why in this aspect, the AI algorithms, which are especially the artificial neural networks, are very effective in determining the water quality variables, right? So let us look at the two examples again of the models. So long short-term memory model, which is the LSTM model, it tried to trace out the industrial point sources of pollutants which were affecting the water quality of the place which was close to the industry. Then, along with surface water, it is very important to have some prediction of the groundwater levels as well. So, ANN modeling has showed a good, relatively good prediction for groundwater levels as well. Okay, so if we can have some prediction about the groundwater levels, we can see whether this water table, what is the depth of this water table, and so on. Then moving on to the next application that deals with wastewater treatment. Okay, so this is my area of research. I have actually worked in this area of wastewater treatment. So these AI algorithms can be actually used for optimizing the biological treatment processes. The various biological treatment processes which are available include activated sludge process, trickling filter, and different processes are available. So how these AI models can help? The AI models are trained to predict the microbial growth and performance. Then based on this training, they can estimate the removal efficiency of various pollutants. At the same time, they can optimize the nutrient dosing, retention time, and temperature of the various bioreactors. Okay. Also, nutrient recovery, you can say the recovery of various nutrients, which include nitrogen and phosphorus. So AI identifies the optimal conditions for nutrient recovery. And finally, using the control algorithms, AI enhances the bioreactor performance. Right? Now let us take some examples of these wastewater treatment case studies. Okay, so wastewater treatment case studies, how actually this AI has been used by different wastewater treatment facilities. Okay, so Veolia, which is a global water services company, it has implemented an AI-powered platform which is called as AquaVista TM plant across several wastewater treatment facilities in Europe for real-time data analytics. So basically, it has tried to analyze the different parameters on a real-time basis. Another one, like the GlaxoSmithKline GSK, which is a major pharmaceutical manufacturer, has used AI for wastewater compliance. So here, AI was used to model COD, which is the chemical oxygen demand, and the various toxic compounds which are present in the effluents, and it was found and it was checked whether it is found within the levels or it was going out of the levels. So this modeling helped us to model the COD and toxic compounds. Then Nestle, I think all of you might have heard about this company. So Nestle has also gone for Nestle wastewater treatment automation. Here, AI and supervised machine learning was here. Artificial intelligence and supervised machine learning was integrated into a combination of aerobic anaerobic bioreactor system, and it was found that the performance was quite improved. So these case studies give you a clear example how the AI has been actually integrated into the biological treatment facilities, and it has helped us to work quickly as well as efficiently. You can say the pollutant removal has been found to be better, as well as the time taken for removing the pollutants was found to be completely less. These case studies are, you can say, are the examples where we can actually, you can say, find that the application of AI in biotechnology. Okay, so these were all the different, you can say, applications of AI in biotechnology for environmental monitoring. Next, let us move towards another one is related with the soil monitoring. Soil monitoring, you can say the AI algorithms which are used for soil monitoring and analysis include SVM, that is support vector machines, then CNN, which is conventional neural networks, and RNN, which is recurrent neural networks. Now, AI powered sensors and IoT, I hope all of you are aware about this term. It is called as Internet of Things. IoT devices, they enable the continuous and real-time monitoring of soil conditions. So What happens because of this? So because of these AI models, they give a lot of insights and they enable proactive soil management, and also we can implement the various types of erosion control measures. Okay, so soil erosion is a big problem, and soil management again is an important issue. So both these are taken care by the AI models. Okay, so all in all, you can see that how this AI has been quite useful in the various environmental fields, environmental monitoring, wastewater treatment, and so on. Next, let us move towards another important application, which is related to drug discovery. As I was talking to you, that our life expectancy has increased because we are having because we are trying to develop new types of drugs. So how AI can actually help in drug discovery? AI models can simulate the molecular interactions and predict the binding affinity between the potential drug candidates and their targets. So what happens is that it tries to accelerate the virtual screening, and so it leads to the identification of the various targets. So in a way, we are able to identify different types of drugs. Also, these AI models, they predict the pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics implies how fast these drugs are actually metabolized and used by the body. Okay, so this analysis takes a lot of time, but through the use of AI models, we are able to do it quickly and efficiently. So what are the AI tools which are used for this purpose? These include IBM Watson or Benevolent AI. Okay. Then moving on to the next application, that is related with the protein structure prediction. Okay. Normally, if we are trying to go for protein structure prediction, we normally rely on experimental techniques like X-ray crystallography or nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy and so on. All these techniques, as you can say, are lengthy and they require a lot of time for predicting the protein structures. All of you might be aware that we have four types of structures of protein, starting from primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. So in this field, machine learning has revolutionized the protein structure prediction, with AlphaFold leading the way. Developed by DeepMind, this AlphaFold's ability to model the protein folding based on amino acid sequences has been hailed as a major breakthrough. Because of which because of this AlphaFold, we are able to predict the structure of proteins in a very effective manner, and also we are able to do it very quickly. In all of you can understand that during the COVID times, we could not perform the experiments. So these machine learning techniques will go a long way in going for this protein structure prediction. Okay, moving on to the next application, that is analysis, gene expression analysis. Okay, for gene expression analysis, omics. I think all of you might be aware about this word omics. Actually, omics, you can say it includes genomics, transcriptomics, and metabolomics. Basically, omics, you can say, is the last part of all these studies. Okay, so omics studies include proteomics, genomics, metabolomics, and transcriptomics. Okay, for them, next generation sequencing, mass spectrometry, and microarrays are widely used. However, with the advent of machine learning techniques such as support vector machines or random forests are used to identify the patterns in data from the various microarrays or RNA sequencing experiments. Also, the biochemical data sets. All of you might have heard about the biochemical assays. So when we are trying to perform the biochemical assays, there is a lot of noise generation in that. Okay, so noise generation means the irrelevant data which is coming along with the biochemical assays. So these machine learning, they also excel at denoising, means the removal of noise from the large biochemical data sets, thereby removing this noisy, right? Okay, so in a way, these machine learning models have played a huge part in gene expression analysis. Right. Moving on to the next part, that is just a minute. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So just a minute. There's some technical glitch. Okay. Then, yeah. Okay. Now let us move towards genomics and precision medicine. Sorry about the slight delay. Okay. So it's visible. I think it is not now. I think. Yeah. Just a minute.
I think there's some problem with the networks. Uh,
Yeah. Just a minute. I think
yes.
normally doesn't happen, but
Sir is, I think, resharing the screen. There might be some network issue. Oh, damn. I think he's got some major network issues. Till then, you can paste in your questions, all right? Paste in your questions. We'll keep it very interactive at the end of the session. He will join back. Yeah. Session feedback. Yeah. How did you first convert to protein structure? Oh my God. What happened to Sir? Till then, I'll send you the feedback form till then. Start filling in the feedback form. This is the feedback form. I'll just send the link. All right. People will fill the feedback form, they'll get the certificate. Certificate provides to me. You'll get the email. You'll get the via mail, but you will get the notification of whether your certificate has generated or not. But you'll have to download it through Propagation website itself. Sushmita. Yeah, you'll be updated over there as well. The WhatsApp channel or that. It has two links actually. The Campus Ambassador program is also included in there for people who want to join. It's basically like a bunch of perks from Propagation are given directly to you without any fees at all, and a bunch of networking effects as well, because we do have a lot of jobs coming in our way. So maybe we'll give it out, and if you are eligible, interviews will be conducted, and you will see what happens next. What skills should I learn to contribute to AI-based drug discovery and future research? There are a bunch of models that you should try learning. Like support vector machines are probably the best way to go about doing research in bioinformatics because they are skewed kind of data sets and they followed that pattern. How to download the e-certificate from Propagation? You'll see it in dashboard page actually. You'll see it there, and you go to certificates. You'll see your certificates in there, and it will be generated after 24 hours because we'll have to verify whether you have been attending the whole session and you have registered and you've filled the feedback form. So it will take like 24 hours. Can AI help predict and prevent plant diseases before they become widespread? How reliable are these systems? Yes, it can actually. Uh, a lot of models have actually started doing that in the sense that they do study gene entropy, and they through CRISPR technologies they are trying to extract out what causes harm to them. That way, only pre-did programs follow in future, and that way most of the diseases are eradicated. Feedback form is not opening. I think you might not have registered them because for people who have registered, for them only it'll open. For people who have not registered, then it'll not open for you. That's the thing. 22 people have already filled in the feedback form, so it is opening for a lot of people. How can I receive the certificate? You will have to fill the feedback form. Without that, you have registered, or maybe some glitch. You can email us if you have facing some. How can I get the session started? You'll have to join the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group link was given right above this. I'll send it again to you because in WhatsApp group we provide regular updates again and again. So that way, sir, sign up failed showing. Is sir not able to join? For this presentation slide, yes, this presentation slide will be made available to everybody. Joining link, okay. I'll send it out to you. Where's the feedback from? It's on propagation page in the place that you registered it from. How to detect cancer gene mutation in AI in early stage. There are a lot of models who are actually trying to do that. Per se, their what do I say? The correctness is not to the power of doctors yet. It will take some time. And also, there is a bunch of bad data in there because there have been a lot of misdiagnosis in there. So a lot of things need to be cleaned up. I'm answering your questions because I'm a student of artificial intelligence, so sort of right. Like these questions will be answered by our sir again when they come back. Is sir not able to join yet? Jiten, NIMS internet must suck. I'm not able to make an account, so I'm unable to fill the feed. I told them I'll just answer a few more questions. I'll do the that part again. I'm not able to fill the feedback form. Actually, the registrations have closed now, so you won't be able to register now because the seats were limited and it was open for some time. How did it cancel? I did. Hope the presentation slide. Yes, I'm not able to sign in. Maybe you can try forget password. Oh, okay. Finally. Uh, so I think you're not audible, sir.
So I am having problem with the this with the laptop. So I am actually starting with this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Vicky
just it
share
has
and
come.
you can
It
just
has
use your
come. Yeah,
mobile
it
to
has come.
dictate.
Yeah, it has come. It has come. Just a minute.
Okay, so no certificate right? No, there will be certificate because sir has come back. Welcome
Yeah,
back. People are praying for your coming back.
yeah.
One of the AI tools for drug discovery. There are a lot of models that are being trained by AIs.
I think. Yeah.
As your left, what's going on? Uh, uh, I'll send you the link again. Feedback form. Anyone help? How to fill the feedback form? If you have not registered, you won't be able to now because it's closed. Is are a lot of people who have not registered it? I'll open the registrations again. Okay. Yeah. You'll be sent that in your mail itself, right? Then sir can start.
Okay. So
Uh, is any
yeah, yeah.
echo?
Just a minute.
I registered but not showing feedback form. That might be something, some kind of bug. I'll it'll be sent to your email. You can mail us, all right? The mail, I'll type that in my mail. Propagation.
Okay. So it is not sharing.
The feedback from registered, but dashboard is seeing no activity. Archita, it'll show after like 24 hours. You won't say it right now because it takes some time to generate a bunch of people's certificate. Submit, then we'll receive 24 hours. 24 hours within 20. You'll get it this time by tomorrow. I think sir is having some issue sharing this PPT. Yeah. Sir, if the PPT is not being shared, We can just do one thing. We can keep it an interactive session. You can answer people's questions. Let's let's not do the PPT if that's the case. Jiten, you can tell sir that let's just do the interactive session, all right? That way people can get their questions answered. Yeah, that's the thing. So we are trying to do that, but apparently some network issues facing us. Vipul, you're going to get a notification in your email. Let's just do ask about the AI things that you have. Forget about the certificate. You'll get it later. Don't worry about it. If you have any questions regarding AI, yeah, uh, there is having a yeah. Are you there, sir? Okay, sir is here. Back with the PPT. Sir, do we consider the interactive session itself, not with the PPT?
We'll just wind up the PPT soon. Just
Okay.
if it is possible to share, I'll just wind up the PPT soon.
Okay.
If it can be shared.
Yes, yes, it's visible. What page was it, sir? This itself?
Yeah, I think 16. That genomics and precision medicine. I think 16 or 17. The next one.
Gene expression.
Yeah,
Genomics.
yeah, from here. Okay, so I will go slightly faster now. Sorry everyone for the technical glitch. Okay, so moving on to the next application, that is, I was talking about, based on the genomics, we can actually try to give the medicine for a particular to the individual, which is the specialized one. So what AI actually helps here is that AI analyzes the large scale genomic data to the uh, identify the mutations which are causing the various disease. Okay, mutations you can say are the sudden heritable changes, and based on, you can say, the genomic data, and it can recommend the personalized treatments to the various individuals. Okay, to every, like, we are trying to, what we are trying to see, that every individual has different types of genome content, so we are trying to give the medicine based on the genome content. So it has been found to be very useful in cancer genomics, and also
it has also helped us to diagnose the various types of rare diseases which occur very rarely in the various individuals, like sickle cell anemia, hemophilia, etc. Next one, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, okay. Next one, as I already told you, that it enhances the analysis of various types of medical images. All of you might have heard that we go for MRI scans, which is magnetic resonance imaging scans, then computerized tomography, which is the CT scans, which are, you can say, both these scans are very, very important for specific body parts. You can say sometimes it is very, very important for brain and all, because it helps us to find out what